Hi guys, today we are going to do a practice that involves deep stretching with the yoga wheel. If you don't have a yoga wheel, I recommend trying to find one. I think you can find them cheap at discount stores like TJ Maxx for $15 or $20. I think I've seen them there for that. I have the Dharma yoga wheel. I got it for Christmas one year and I really do enjoy it. So if you don't have a wheel, this practice probably isn't for you. We're going to be using the wheel the whole entire time. But if you do have a wheel, grab it, your mat, and some comfy clothes, and let's get stretching. So starting with a nice, easy stretch, just coming into a cross-legged seat, lining the wheel up with your spine, and just letting yourself relax back onto it. You can either have it lined up with your lower lumbar area of your spine, or you can bring it more to your upper back. Obviously, if you have it lower down your back, it will involve a deeper stretch. And if you have it up high, it's more of a gentle stretch. Since we are just starting our practice, I'm going to place it on my upper back. You can lift your hands up, interlacing your fingers and letting your head rest down into your palms. Maybe closing your eyes here and doing a short scan down through your body. Scanning down and noticing how you're feeling right here, right now. Not placing any judgments on anything that you're feeling, just bringing awareness and moving on. Tapping into your breath, bringing attention to your inhales and lengthening your exhales. Starting to tap into deeper stretches in your body, as well as a softness and an ease in your mind through your breath. If you have your head back in your hands, ever so gently pressing it up, using your hands for support, placing your palms down onto the mat, and coming up off of your wheel. From here, we're going to roll back and forth on our wheel. I'm going to move up a little bit so I can stay on my mat. Just placing the wheel on your back and just rocking back and forth on your spine. Taking this at your own pace, letting your breath guide you. If you find a place that feels really nice to linger, let yourself linger there. Otherwise, rippling back and forth, feeling through the movements of the wheel pressing against your spine. Placing your seat back down onto your mat and coming back into that release, into your back body, just placing that wheel back against your back and letting yourself fold over. This time, bringing your fingertips out to the edges of your mat, feeling the space created through the front of your body. Gaze up towards the sky. Pressing the soles of your feet down into the mat, bringing your hands interlaced to support your heads, placing the wheel on your upper back, just letting yourself breathe here for a few breaths, opening up. So it's almost like you're in a tabletop here, but instead of your hands supporting your upper body, the wheel is supporting you instead. You can bring a little bit of engagement through the feet and through the backs of the legs. And taking that rocking back and forth, rippling through your spine as you roll out on your wheel. Placing your seat back down onto the mat, swinging yourself around, coming onto all fours, and flowing through a few cat-cows, taking them at your own pace here. Just feeling the space that you've created in your body in this short period of time. Coming back to center, bringing your wheel up to the top of the mat. Placing your palms, you can place your palms or your elbows, play around and see what feels best for you. What we're going to do is just let ourselves sink down, stretching out through the shoulders. Like I said, you can have your palms placed down on the wheel, ears in line with the biceps. As you breathe and release. If you want to try something a little different, you can bring your elbows onto the wheel, palms pressing together. Gaze down towards the mat as you stretch here. Either way is a good stretch for the upper body. They're just a little different depending on your comfort level of each. Depends on where you're probably at right now. Breathing space into your shoulders as we breathe here. Now bringing your palms to the wheel if they're not there already. As you sit your hips back into a little modified child's pose. And if you're on your elbows, bringing your palms back down onto the wheel. As we sit our hips back, walking the wheel with you into a little modified child's pose. Still pressing your palms into the wheel, getting a stretch through the upper body, just sitting back. and letting your lower half of your body release so we can bring more focus to the upper half of the body. Sending that breath into the place that you feel stretching the most. Letting the inhales fill you up and the exhales release any tension. And rolling up out of that, taking your time as you roll up to a nice seat, sitting on your shins. I'm just going to sit in the center and face you. As we take a big inhale, arms float up above your head. Exhale, bending through the elbows, opening up through the chest. Twice more, just like that. Big inhale, arms lift. Exhale, elbows bend. Noticing the space we've created. And one more time, big inhale, arms lift. Exhale, elbows bend, opening up right where you're at. Bring your palms back down onto your mat, coming back onto all fours, rolling through those cat-cows. Letting your breath guide you. And coming back to sit on your shins, taking the wheel, placing it up into your hands, up above your heads, just bending through the elbows and letting it release back behind you. This probably isn't that deep of a stretch. This is more of just a gentle opening. Maybe even a bit of a strengthener for your triceps. As you hold the wheel here, you can play with letting it rest onto your back, or maybe bringing it up off of your back and just holding it in balance as you breathe. Noticing your spine, thinking of it as a straight line, lengthening up towards the sky. Your hips being pulled down to the mat, and the top of your head being lifted up above. Big inhale, straightening up the wheel, arms lift. Exhale, bringing it back down onto the mat in front of you, swinging your legs around, coming back into that rippling effect on the wheel against your spine, taking your hips up and just rolling back and forth. Staying and lingering in places where it feels good to linger. Just moving gently as it feels good to move. Coming back to sitting your hips back down onto your mats. And bringing the wheel back against your spine. Playing with where it feels good as you lean back. Once more. Palms coming up, interlacing your fingers. Resting your head back in your hands. Closing your eyes. letting yourself release. We'll be here for a few breaths. Gently bringing your head up with the support of your hands. Bring your palms down onto the mat as you press up off of the wheel, letting it roll away or set to the side as you plant your palms down onto your knees, floating your eyes closed. Coming back to scan down through your body once more, noticing any differences made in this short practice. Taking a big inhale, lifting your arms up above your head, planting your palms together, bringing your thumbs into your chest, eyes still closed. As you take a moment to thank yourself for making the time to stretch out your body today. Taking a big inhale. A nice long exhale. And opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you next time.